Here are again Tatjana
and Judith
for after the Finlandia Trophy Grand Prix, the 5th Grand Prix and penultimate event of the series this season. So
it's getting serious.
It's getting serious. The final spots are decided more and more, and it was also an interesting competition with some surprises, wasn't it?
Yes. The first competition here was the men's event, and let's start with maybe something sad. Unfortunately, Judith, fan favorite and world silver medalist 2023, unfortunately had to withdraw after the short program, which came as a surprise to me.
Yeah, he seemed fine. He didn't mention anything, but then he withdrew due to injury. So unfortunately we didn't have the chance to speak to him, so we don't know exactly what happened. But we wish him a quick recovery in any case.
Exactly, and hopefully see him strongly in the second half of this season.
Right, so it was then the top favorite Yuma Kageyama who came off with the gold, but then he had a good short program, solid short program, but in the free things didn't go so well for him. He actually was only like 5th place in the free,
yes,
and but he overall, thanks to his great advantage from the short program, he still held on. So he was he looked a little tired. Also, he said he didn't feel tired, but it was a disappointing performance for him. He popped his flip, and then other jumps, he made step outs, were not clean, not the quality we usually see from him.
Yeah, it was I kind of think it's also due to back-to-back competitions.
Yeah, I think
we haven't
tired.
seen Yuma like this in the last couple of seasons, but maybe it's better for him that it happened here than at another point, because here he could allow the mistakes. He still even came out with the win. He qualified for the final. He was very strict with himself afterwards.
Yeah.
But what I liked his spirit that he said in the press conference, I want to win every competition that I enter. So he is willing to give that fight to Ilya at the final.
Yes, so we can look forward to that. And then Kevin Amos, for him, yeah, he's also a crowd favorite. People love him for a reason, and such an emotional skater and performer. And it was so lovely to see him putting out 2 good performances. The short was very good, and then the free he fell on his opening quad, but then, which is very good, he kept it together. He fought for it until the very end, and that secured him the silver medal.
Yes. I'm especially proud of Kevin here because, as you just said, even also the short wasn't perfect, but he didn't let it go. And this
the short was exactly, he missed the last.
He missed the last in the short, and it wasn't perfect, but he held it together both times. He also was not he was emotional, but not as emotional as we have seen him in the past. It's definitely something he is working on. And I'm just so happy after everything he went through, and the final will be in his home ring,
yes,
in Grenoble,
where he learned to skate.
And this is just such a wonderful story, and can't be not happy for him.
Yes, of course. And then Daniel Grassel continues his successful comeback.
Yes.
He was 6th. Also, he missed the Lutz. It was not a Lutz day in the short program for the men, so he also missed the Lutz in the short. And then he had a strong free skating and moved up and got his 2nd Grand Prix medal this season, the bronze this time. He said he never would have dreamed of this happening, because at the beginning of the season, when he came back, he only had 1 Grand Prix. Then he was assigned a 2nd Grand Prix, came in as a replacement. And if somebody had told him beforehand that he would have 2 Grand Prix and medal in both, he would not have believed it.
Yes. He also has a very high chance now to qualify at the final. There is a scenario next week in China where he could lose his spot, but I think I would feel like 80–90% we will see him in the final. And I do like for the men that there's quite a variety of countries now that we will see in the final. And also he has been in the final 2 seasons ago, and there he was very sick. I remember he
was a junior.
The flu. No, he had a flu too, like in the junior final.
Yes, he was in
the junior final. He had a broken boot.
Right.
And 2 seasons ago he was in the senior final, and he got last with the flu. So maybe 3rd is the charm, and he has another shot to be in good condition at the final.
Right. So Sota Yamamoto finished in 4th place, and he had some up and downs in his performance, missed some elements. So again off the podium in no Grand Prix final. He was in the final last year. Lukas Britschke keeps building
Yes.
after his injury.
Yes, he said he could now finally train with confidence after his injury struggles, and that really showed in the competition. He also said like right now he's just really building for the Europeans and Worlds, which are the most important events for him, and he's on the rise again.
Okay, so the ladies.
The ladies.
It was a close competition.
Very, very close competition. It was a competition with, we didn't have a clear favorite because we had withdrawals from Luna Hendricks and Isabeau Levito, but the Japanese ladies keep going strong, and right now there's even a chance we have an all-Japanese final. Maybe Amber Glenn and 5 Japanese ladies in the final,
yes.
maybe 6 Japanese ladies in the final. We'll see. Hana Yoshida definitely secured her spot in the final here. And I also think it was close, but I also think overall she was the strongest here.
She deserved to win, and she missed the triple axel in the long program, and so she said her big goal for the final is to do the triple axel and maybe even do it in the short program. Yeah,
exactly.
Go for it. Yeah, so Rina Matsuike again had a miss in the short program, like at Skate Canada. Again came back with a better free skating, and so she got her second silver medal and also has a very good chance to be in the final.
Yes. Also quite a surprise. I think not many people would have expected Rino to win 2 silver medals.
Yes.
And that the biggest surprise of this competition, and also what makes me personally so happy, is Lara Naki-Guzman of Italy winning the bronze.
Her first Grand Prix medal of her career, and she's been really improving year by year, and she got it together. She held it together. She had 2 solid performances, and that gave her the medal, and that of course is a huge confidence booster for her.
Yeah, she had a personal best overall, and I was thinking with that score of 189, she is a serious medal contender for Europeans.
Definitely. Yeah, Sarah Eberhardt in her second Grand Prix also consistent, solid, consistent. So she is on the rise, and the fourth place was also. I mean, she had hoped she was third after the short, so she
was a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, she has obviously hoped for a medal this time, but I mean, she's new, she's a newcomer, so she hopefully can do it the next season.
Yes, Ashun Yoon of Korea was the other skater next to Lara, actually, who got this assignment very last minute, and she also made the best out of it. Very ambitious Korean young lady. She put out 2 very solid skates. Still, she said after the free she's not really happy because there was one mistake that she made. Typical Korean fashion, but it's nice to see a Korean lady doing well this season. They have a lot of struggles. Despite maybe Hae-In Lee will come back. Because we will see. She's allowed now to compete in that national ranking competition, but we will see how this case develops. Yes.
Mai Mihara, unfortunately, still not at her best, but we always love to see Mai skating. Yeah, the pairs.
The pairs just ended today, and we had the expected win of the world champions Diana Stella-Tudunek and Maxime Deschamps. They improved from Skate Canada, where they had a very disappointing free skate. They were still not at their best, but
the short was very good.
The short was very, very good. The free had a few flukes here and there, but Diana also said it was better than in Canada, and their goal is to just improve. And I think for them the Grand Prix final is a big thing this year because it's basically the only competition except for the Olympics that they didn't win yet.
Yeah, right. So we will see. They will keep working and preparing for the final. Then the other pairs, there were quite a few mistakes in the pair competition.
Yeah, not
overall, it was not the strongest event. The Hungarians, Maria Pavlova, Alexei Shevchenko, nevertheless pulled up. They missed the lift because they were tired, they said. There was not much time between the practice and the competition, so not really time to rest, so they felt tired. And also he had a back problem before. It's fixed now, but they didn't
practice the
lifts
yes.
so for a while. so that's why maybe the slip went wrong. But
it was enough for
it was enough for the silver medal here, because also Rebecca Gilardi and Filippo Ambrosini again struggled with their solo jumps.
Yes, they struggled with, in Angers they had big struggles in the short. Here they had big struggles. The short was very good here. Here they struggled in the free. Yeah, they're not at their best yet this season. They also missed the final now for the first time in 3 years. We'll see. They went back to their old free skate and definitely hope for some improvements. A better competition had the Czech and Canadian team here, Kenny Alnor and Lucas Etier. They had a personal best score in the free and a personal best overall. They're very, very happy. They said it was the first competition this season where they showed 2 clean performances. They also kind of hoped for the podium a little bit, and to be honest, I felt like there would be reasoning to even put them in second place. It was very, very close. They were the cleanest of these, but of course they're lacking the speed a little bit, they're lacking the performance skills. So yeah, they ended up in 4th, but some of the better performances.
Yeah. And then the ice dance.
The ice dance, we had another surprise. Ice dance.
Oh my God, yes, ice dance. So at the rhythm dance, it was still like, you can say business as usual. But first of all, Lila had a bad accident, unfortunate accident in the practice on Friday. Though they mistimed their twizzles and got too close together, and then Lewis hit her. She fell and hurt her leg.
She had to be carried off the ice. She said on Friday that walking was a problem, then at first standing was a problem, then walking was a problem, and then skating was a problem. But timing worked in her favor because the ice dance district competition didn't start before Saturday evening, so she luckily had enough time to recover. She still skated with pain, but she said actually in the skate the pain was less severe than when she was in normal shoes. And yeah, she could pull it together. And overall, Lila Fury and Louis Gibson are now the only ice dance team this season who goes out of the Grand Prix with 2 gold medals.
Yeah, right. So they are the top seed team now, for the top seeded team for the final. Yeah, but Piper and Paul, Gillis and Marie started strongly in the competition with the rhythm dance. But then in the free dance there was an unfortunate fall right after the twizzle for Paul, and he said they were not too close together, which I at first thought, but he just put his foot down, and then he didn't have the grip into the ice, and then he went down, and Piper almost stumbled over him.
Held herself together somehow.
So yeah, but then this was a big mistake, and that cost a lot of points, and they also felt that some other elements were not their best. So yeah, they slipped to second, but they are in the final, and they said they will take this as a learning experience.
And what I like what Piper said, that maybe this gives them the fire.
Yes, that fires them up for preparing now for the final. Julia Turkila, Matthias Verslust is a delight of the home crowd. Got the bronze medal, their 3rd Grand Prix bronze medal
here in Finland.
Yes, and this was their first Grand Prix only this season. They put out 2 good performances, solid performances, and they will go now tonight, right after this day, competition day, they will travel to China for the 2nd event.
Yes, exciting times for them. I really like their tango program. They're really into it.
Very characteristic.
Very characteristic program. Natalie Taschler and Phyllis Taschler have the 2nd, 4th place finish in the Grand Prix after they also finished 4th in Canada. They were not happy with the twizzles in the short, not happy with the step sequence in the long. Overall, yeah, they also don't seem, like Philip said, he had a little bit of a breakdown, unfortunately, this morning. It worries me personally a little bit about their mental health and their mental... But they're very open about this, and I just really hope now they have a little bit of a break before the 4 nationals. They will take some rest, and I hope to see them mentally strong back.
Yeah. Emilia Singers, Vadim Kolesnik moved up from the after the rhythm dance and finished 5th. They're very ambitious. They skated quite well. I mean, it's not, they don't have anything.
In the free dance, they were happy. Yeah. The short dance, especially Emilia, was very unhappy. She got a level 1, I think, on the twizzles. She said she was super nervous, so she I think they feel the pressure. They are so ambitious. They really. Vadim said that their goal is not the third to be the third American team. Their goal is to be the #1 American team. And I sometimes feel that their ambitions are maybe a little bit too high
in their
favor. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
If you're too ambitious, that can backfire. Yeah. So that was it. The Finlandia Trophy is history, and we move on now to the final Grand Prix, the Cup of China in Chongqing. You can follow, you can tune in, and let's see you again very soon.
And discuss who makes the final.
Yes. Bye.